orgasm face. Everyone has a million reasons to blow your brains out with me, Ricky Warden, and Dave Jarvis.
That's me, you sons of bitches.
Usually we have Ariel with us, but y'all give your best vibes to Ariel. She'll join us in the chats, hopefully. But we've got Justin of Just1beatz that we're interviewing this evening. So you can participate in the chats. As always, we do appreciate that, and we'll facilitate everyone. The one you've been waiting for, and the only, the brilliant, incredible, and genius, your host, Dave Jarvis.
Thank you very much. Ricky, I don't know if you've been noticing this, but after last week's episode, Far Beyond Drunk are now huge fans of the show.
Excellent.
So I guess we unofficially drew our line in the sand with that last episode, but that's fine. It's a line in the sand that I'm totally willing to draw.
Sounds like a win-win. Like those guys are we're of course lucky, happy to have them, but man, hey, they made it to the right place, didn't they?
Oh yeah, absolutely, and I'm very happy for them. I would really love to get them on the show and get their real honest opinion about the whole situation. But yeah, we'll get there when we cross that line as well. But in the meantime, this is my favorite night of the week, Wednesday evening. This is our first show of September 2023. We have a wonderful and honored guest. Please welcome Just1beatz from Colorado.
Hey.
Colorado High.
That's right.
Rocky Mountain High. Justin, good to see you.
How y'all doing, man?
Oh, quite excellent. I'm glad that you are here, sir. You've always been just a ball of positive energy. I've always loved that about you.
Oh, man, I appreciate y'all. I know I used to roll with y'all back in the day. I went on y'all's first tour.
Way back in the day. I want to say it's been like 20 years since I've seen you.
Oh, yeah. Man, it has been, yeah. But I mean,
wow.
Yeah, time flies and all that. But yeah, that was like classic times we had.
And you haven't aged a bit, sir. You still look fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, no, just broccoli. I think it's I just eat a lot of broccoli every day, or something.
Good.
There's more to it than that, man. You're putting out milk and cookies for Santa or something.
Oh,
So, how are things over in the Rocky Mountain High?
Bro, it's been good. I love it out here, man. And so Colorado. Pretty much been out here since like 2016, and kind of that's when I started making music and everything once I moved out here. So kind of like.
Oh, you started making music when you moved out there?
Yeah, I was just I was working with a lot of producers and stuff back in the day, like doing tracking guitar and stuff mainly. And then so that's how I learned to make beats, was like just playing guitar for a bunch of producers all the time and stuff. And it's like real addicting, so.
Just having to get your beat.
You have definitely stepped your game up. All the videos that I see, I'm like, damn, you are a better guitarist than I am, with the finger picking and just creating this amazing, real cool lo-fi vibe that I really, really enjoy. It's really good for like studying or for like doing math and shit. I appreciate that. My brain thanks you for that. Your music is the broccoli for my brain.
Hey, thank you. Hey, you got those rock beats though too. I like those rock beats you've been making. Like they're real dope.
Broccoli.
Oh yeah, broccoli, cauliflower, and all that shit.
All that healthy shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dandelion.
But yeah, I definitely want to talk about that tour that we went on. But first, I want to say, currently, what are you working on with Just1beatz? Do you have an album, or are you releasing singles? What's the game plan going forward?
Yeah, I just drop a lot of singles and stuff. So I mainly kind of, it's tough to do a whole album and everything compared to I know a lot of good artists and producers and stuff that drop some really good albums and drop some good stuff and everything. So I try, I can't even. It's kind of too much pressure to try to put out a full album. So I dropped like a lot of singles. I dropped like 20 something singles. Just throw, like just do a song and then just throw it out there after I'm done, and then move on to the next song.
Yeah, they've been great. Are you just focusing on instrumentals, or are you like actively looking for vocalists and they're just flakes?
Oh yeah, love vocalists. Yeah, I want to work with a vocalist, but no, not flakes. But it's like I tend to like gravitate towards like.
I must have said those fucking idiots.
Oh no,
he cut out on us.
Dang it. Is he
so
back?
You tend to gravitate towards what now?
Oh, just like artists, people that have a real like idea what they're trying. Kind of, they have an idea what they're going for already and stuff. So, and then, so sometimes I can't fit, in what they're trying to, do work on. So I've worked with a lot of vocalists and everything, but I haven't found like my like vocalist that I work with all the time. But
the one that's gonna take you to the top.
Right. Yeah.
You're Scorsese and you're still looking for your De Niro. I understand.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, anybody that wants to send in vocal tracks, I'll make a beat. Anybody that wants to work. So I work with everybody pretty much. So.
How's the scene over there?
Oh, it's amazing. It's like amazing. Like people, there's a lot of like EDM and stuff, but people are mixing it up. Like there's jazz and there's a lot of live music and everything, and so it's really dope. It's like, man, it's like almost like New Orleans or something, where you walk by like a street musician or something and they're like, just tearing it up on a instrument.
That's cool. That's cool. They don't really allow too much of that in Deep Ellum anymore, which is fucking sad, because that used to be just fucking panhandler heaven, but now you get rushed off or you get beat up. So I'm glad that it's at least living on somewhere else, if not here.
Man, I was down there pretty recently, bro, and Dallas looks badass now. I mean, I was gone since 2016 for like a few years, and then wow, that shit is badass, man.
Yeah, Deep Ellum is now uptown.
Wow, yeah, it looks nice though. It's like, man, it's like people are out like doing activities and stuff outside and everything.
Couldn't even smell piss in the streets.
Right. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I missed that smell, by the way.
It was amazing though. It looks a lot different. You can really tell the difference and everything. So
yeah, it does.
It looks like an awesome place.
A lot of the music clubs have been replaced with restaurants now, so you're not really getting the Deep Ellum experience. It's more like you're going to a zoo.
See the monkeys play with their shit.
Right. You see, those are the bikers, kids. Wave to the bikers.
Right.
Drive slow. We're gonna drive slow around these bikers. Wait a minute. You weren't driving slow around the other people.
Sweetheart, they don't appreciate that kind of hand language.
Yeah, they had some great clubs down there though. Like I know, just saw a lot of good music down there too. It's really dope.
Yeah, I know Hank went up there a couple years ago, and he just started panhandling on the streets, and apparently he made $300 in like 4 hours. I'm like, fuck, what are we still doing here?
Yeah.
He's classic though. I know he wasn't just. I know he was really performing out there. He was probably like having fun with it.
Oh, he was annihilated. Yeah.
But he was having fun with it, all right.
Oh yeah, that's
swinging it this way and swinging it that.
He was Rocky Mountain Hank right there.
Yeah, they'll kind of miss hanging with y'all and stuff. That was kind of cool. Y'all are kind of crazy though.
Yeah. We miss hanging with y'all, man. It really sucks that when we came up to Denver a few years ago, we didn't see you. But I don't think I knew that you had moved. But yeah, Dank did a one-off show in Denver. Shit, I want to say like 20, I don't know, 19, 2018, something like that. It was a real fun show, but yeah, that descended into chaos real quickly.
Oh damn! Yeah, no, I think I found out about a show that y'all did that was close by or something like after, or, but yeah. I know. Next time y'all come up, though, I want to catch the show and everything.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Do you have any plans to come back here?
Oh, probably like visit and stuff. It's
Mhm.
kind of like, I do. Yeah, I like to visit and stuff. So I got to like kind of hang out with some like really cool, dope like people and stuff when I was there last time. So I kind of like come down and just visit a bunch of people and everything. It's really cool.
Very cool, very cool. How's your brother? I know things are rough right now. I'm just wondering how's he doing?
Yeah. I've been talking to him, and I talked to him last night and stuff, and he's doing really good. He's like, he's been through a lot of stuff and everything. So, um, he's kind of like just keeping the kids active and everything, and like keeping everybody on schedule and stuff. And so he's um, doing really good, like taking care of it. So I think he's doing fine, but I know it's just horrible, like everything that is going on, but with that, but yeah, he's doing good though. He's doing really good. He's indestructible. So
Indestructible.
yeah. But yeah, how's everybody doing though over there?
Right on. Yeah, unfortunately, with my kind of technology, when we do this show, occasionally y'all will fade away sound wise. And right now we're going through one of those times. So hopefully you can hear me. I
Oh
can
yeah.
hear that. I can hear that y'all are making tones, but I can't actually understand what you were saying. So
Uh-huh.
as soon as y'all start making sense again, then I'll climb back into the conversation. But right now, I'm just fucking rambling until y'all stop sounding like a 16-bit Nintendo game. Uh,
Okay.
so,
All right. That's pretty
oh,
cool though. You gotta
there you
record
are.
it. Okay.
Okay, that was
Robot
quick.
sounds. No.
I was going
Oh,
to ask
dude.
him about the sounds of Colorado again. I don't know what area you're in, but you said EDM, and I'm assuming some hip hop's going on, some
Oh
rock.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's man, like,
There should be some creative geniuses up there by now.
bro. Yeah. There's so much. It's I run into people that are just touring, like they're coming through. Like even ran into like some artists that are like playing at Red Rocks, but they're like doing open mics in downtown or something. And it's kind of cool. You can run into like some real creative, dope people, and yeah, it's that's what's kind of like. I was living in downtown for a while, and that's what was really exciting. It's kind of gritty, a little bit in downtown, but it's like, but it's the people that is so cool. It's like, so many like creative musicians and artists and everything walking around. So uh, it's just the people pretty much. It's like real happening type place. So it's real cool. But
Very cool.
yeah, but yeah, the EDM thing though, they love that EDM. Like, um, yeah, there's a lot of EDM type, shows like that. Well, like there's so many
Everybody be tripping.
right,
Whoop, whoop.
like big out here. They're like if you do EDM out here, like you probably have like do some like really big shows.
Same here. There's definitely a few big EDM shows every year, and then some other big ones too. So
Yeah, yeah, and it's dope. I like to play guitar with this DJ Hermantra. He's like he does some really cool gigs and stuff. Kind of like play guitar on. They're even the DJs are like doing live instruments, like mixing it in and stuff. So
There
uh,
you go.
yeah, it's pretty cool. So I've done it. I've done a little bit of that too, jamming, guitar and stuff. So it's pretty
Are
dope.
there are there any amazing musicians up there that you'd like to give a shout out to, right quick?
Oh, up here, let's see. I should have that ready, but yeah, just shout out to everybody up here doing their thing. I guess damn.
You don't want to call out the competition. I respect that.
No, I don't want to try to just think of something off the top of my head. I guess, but miss out. I'll miss somebody.
Oh, no, no worries at all. When I talk about the tour that you and I and Grain went on, I I told Hank, I was like, yeah, remember, you know, when we were on the tour, and then Jennifer, and he was like, wait, Jennifer was on that tour too? And I'm like, yeah, dude, it was like a caravan of like 20 people on that 4-date tour.
Man, that was pretty fun, man. That was pretty wild.
Now I can't remember. Were you always gonna go on that, or did you hop on it like safe at the last minute?
I think I just kind of hopped on too, you know, type thing. So I was like, I think I was like 17.
Party trains going this way.
Yeah, I was like 16 or something. I don't even know.
All aboard.
Yeah, 2004, like June, I think.
Yeah, so I was probably 17. Yeah, 16, 17, you know. And then, yeah.
Yeah, it was like the first major tour that Grain did. It was supposed to be a 5-show tour, but the first show got canceled like the day of. So it was supposed to be Lubbock, Amarillo, Colorado Springs, Gallup, New Mexico, and then Window Rock, Arkansas. The Lubbock show got canceled, so we went a day later. And Amarillo, we played in like a bowling alley, and it was like nothing but death metal. But the people bowling were like families, so it was like really weird.
It was dope though. It was like retro bowling alley, like old building, you know. It was kind of like old school community like center type vibe. But it was like had a bunch of like kids there though, like had some good like crowds going on there, so it was pretty dope.
Oh yeah, very Lebowski. I like that.
Yeah.
And then the very next night we played Colorado Springs, and that was weird because we played to a bunch of like hoity-toity motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro. The sound guy for like some big band or something, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And there was like a huge load-bearing pole like right in the middle of the mosh pit area, and Safe just got thrown into that like left and right. But luckily he was made out of rubber, so he recovered quickly.
Man, that was fun, bro. Yeah, man. We were just like getting really wasted on that whole.
Oh yeah, just a bunch of kids on the road.
Man, that was hilarious though, bro.
And then someone stole Rick's cymbals at that show. That was weird.
Oh, bro, yeah.
Because it was like, wait, all y'all look rich. Why the fuck do y'all need to steal cymbals?
Yeah, bro. That one place in Colorado Springs, was that called The Spot or something like that? Or,
shit, I have no idea.
Oh, because
that's what she called it. Yeah.
But that place, I think, is where we like stayed up all night long though. At that place, like drinking like all night.
That was The Spot.
Yes, in the parking lot.
And then like, damn, yeah, I had to like go to sleep late, and, like when the sun came up the next day and stuff.
Oh, dude, we were dragging ass, and then I think Ken's like the refrigerator sprang a leak or something, and it leaked into the whole camper that he had.
Oh yeah, that was badass having that camper though. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Badass. That was like a real tour, bro.
It's all fun and games till the camper springs a leak.
Yeah.
And then we went back down to New Mexico, and they loved us. That was like the first show where it was like, okay, we're out of state, and these people have never heard us, and they fucking just threw down. They were some hardcore, just motherfuckers, and they loved it. So that was a great time.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, every time since then I've played Gallup, New Mexico, the people are just so fucking cool. And then the last night was in Window Rock, Arkansas, or Window Rock, Arizona, and everything that could have gone wrong went wrong that night. It started with all of us going into a forbidden, roped off or barbed wire off area, and we jumped and climbed a mountain.
Yeah, the mountain. Yeah, with the K on it.
Yeah, well, there were like beers everywhere, and it was like, okay, this is a party mountain, cool. But I think we angered the Arizona gods.
Well, I think we angered the people there. You know that. But.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the people that let us like stay at that place were pretty cool though. They were still nice and everything, I think. But
like we went to the place that we were supposed to stay, and they were like, "Oh, it's all full," and so we were like, "Okay, let's go find another place." and they were full, and so we were like, well, fuck it, we're just gonna drive home.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I guess I can't remember really that well.
Okay. Yeah, fucking.
I remember since that trip though, I've pretty much like that's whenever I started like smoking pretty much after that. I remember I kind of like didn't smoke before that, but then after that, I pretty much smoked after that. You know, after that tour. It's hilarious.
Well, I'm glad we could contribute. But yeah,
going to the county jail, Dave Jarvis.
Oh, I know, but dude, like it was crazy. All the shit that happened. Like we played the show, and Safe, like the stage was on the floor, and I was in the middle of a really long scream, and Safe came out of nowhere and hit me on the top of the head, and it slammed my jaw shut.
Ow.
And that hurt like a son of a bitch, and I had to like keep screaming with this like I don't know, really painful jaw. That was my night.
I don't remember that, bro. Damn.
Oh, it was great.
That did happen though. It was like, yeah, it was packed full of like stuff going on.
Yeah. Someone tried to kidnap Jennifer. Like they tried to get her into the car.
I wouldn't even like bring it up, you know.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen her in like 17 years, so who knows? But no, she escaped. Don't worry, people. Yeah, she's still alive. Don't worry. But yeah, that was weird.
Yeah,
and then Nick got pissed off at that and made a scene, and then one of the concert goers like poured beer on him, and we were on Native American land, and he said some rather derogatory comment, and pretty much got the whole audience to turn on him.
Hey, redneck! I meant skin. I mean, who am I offending here?
Right?
No, yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it was bad. But,
and then Ken got ripped out of his head and started throwing chairs and like just started cursing everybody out, and then locked us out of the campers. So we were all like, "Well, fuck, we have no safety net from this crowd that's trying to kill us." But luckily, we drove out of there quickly. But that was a crazy end to a tour, and we were still crazy enough to come back home and be like, "Yeah, I want to do that again."
It was
that was because of the orgies.
Yeah, constant orgies. Yeah, but
wait,
that was crazy.
I need to talk to your tour manager and get shit right.
But yeah, it was fun though. Fun times.
Very fun. Yeah, totally, man. Yeah. So what inspired you to start making music, man?
Oh, man, yeah, just, I always, like, been jamming, I was always, like, in a band in high school and stuff, and, like, I was always kind of, like, going on tour with y'all and, like, just doing the band stuff, I always loved music a lot, so.
What kind of band in high school?
It was like, like that type of style. Like it was like
ska or metal, or
kind of like emo mixed with like progressive rock. You know what I mean? Okay. With this weird. At the time, you had like Mars Volta and you had like Taking Back Sunday. It's kind of like a mixture, like some of that stuff that was like.
So, were you singing in these bands then, or playing guitar?
Yeah, I was singing and playing guitar, and we were, we had some crazy musicians in the band too that are off doing crazy stuff now and everything. But it was pretty wild.
I'm interested in you, and that's important because you were singing and playing guitar as a kid in high school in bands. That says a lot about you.
Oh yeah, I was always we got a couple albums and stuff. We did pretty good. We did some shows and everything, and. Did our little, it was great, man, and that's how I, when you fall in love with all that, that's what makes you addicted to that, and so you just
30 Seconds to Mars emo.
Probably like, man, what is that? That's like, it's like, it's pop emo. It's like pop emo.
All right. But it's also progressive.
Yeah, I guess so.
I hear the progressive side of it.
Yeah, I think like, because it's like he does some of that scream, kind of like the scream and singing, kind of like emotional type stuff, but
pretty cool.
But yeah, it was something like that. It was but yeah, we were called All the Above or something, type of names, like No Use for a Name type of band names they had back then and stuff. So,
oh yeah, all the above. I remember that.
yeah, yeah. So it's
Back
like,
then, you could get away with it. Today, you try looking up all the above, and there's already 20 bands.
yeah, man. So it's but yeah, it was cool though. It's just like one of those high school kind of things. But that's how I got started. And, pretty much just like kind of after that, I started like doing studio work. Just meeting people who I tended to like meet like producers, like rap producers and stuff, like smoke, or like chill and then jam on like because like there's a lot of great producers in Dallas and like um, so it's like it's easy to run into some like good musicians or good producers there and stuff. So started playing on like rap beats and stuff. So hell yeah. So
So you just you just kind of fell into it.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, but I always loved like that certain type of rap, like 2001, like Chronic, or like like Outkast, or like like where they have live band, where they have like live instruments going and stuff. So I always love the guitar. Like it always makes like a perfect beat. So just the guitar on there. Uh, so I kind of like, yeah, I love the sound. That's kind of how I got hooked, pretty much. So.
And music theory, right?
Yeah, I kind of learned from the guys in my band. Especially this guy Hank. Enrique.
You mean like Do Re Mi?
Right. Yeah. Learned a lot from him. And he's like he went to Musicians Institute and like got to just getting to jam with people. That's how I learned a lot of cool stuff about music and everything. So, but yeah, like when I went to jazz band too. I was in jazz band in college and stuff. So, kind of like I always tried to, I kind of understand it better now after like so long of thinking about it. But that whole time, you're studying music, trying to learn it and understand it better. It's like its own kind of thing. So, but yeah, now I'm kind of like doing more like jazz type stuff and everything. But building on I'm always trying to get better though. So it's kind of like a constant kind of learning process.
Well, that's cool. It sucks that you kind of hide behind, like stencil drawings of yourself because you're a good-looking dude. In fact,
No.
I think you should have an action figure, kind of like Danzig just got his new action figures. This would be a Just1beatz, like different levels. Action.
If it's a Danzig action figure, it should be a bobblehead doll.
Yeah, like but yeah.
Mother.
Well, actually, no. His new action figures are all modeled after the Masters of the Universe ones, so they're like P90X ripped abs and shit.
Yeah. Still should have a bobbling head.
Yeah, I kind of like. I like to just keep not make it about myself or anything. Try to like I try to make little artworks and stuff instead because just makes it easier. The pressure you might feel to like try to look cool or something is pretty tough. So I just take myself out of it pretty much and just like just drop music and like and then, yeah.
You just let the music speak for itself. That's cool.
Yeah, because it's like, man, it's tough like being trying to fit in with everything, right? The way you're supposed to and stuff. So.
Oh, fuck fitting in. Shit.
Yeah, so it's like I don't even put myself in the videos usually. So yeah, I just make like a cool animated video or something, and then.
Oh yeah, I love the animations. They're beautiful.
Well, I want to hear you guys encourage each other to put yourself out in your videos.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we're gonna collab on something actually, so it's gonna be.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
I'm just making fun of the irony, Dave Jarvis, our
Dave
host.
Jarvis.
Well, I got ahead of myself with the host part there. that you're encouraging Just1beatz, Justin, to put himself out front more, and you haven't done that much with X Extend Chill.
Well, that's because he looks way better than I do.
No, hey, not true, not
Now,
true. No way. Eye of the beholder, you know. So, plus, you know, I mean, you know, I just I look like a you know, I don't know. I was
yeah.
gonna
So anyway, Dave Jarvis, I think you got it covered in the looks department, and you can go ahead and use your whammy bar.
Okay, thank you, Ricky. I appreciate that. So, Justin, take us through the process of making a song. Like, how do you like to start a song? Are you inspired by something and then you just go to the guitar, or do you just fiddle around until you find something?
yeah, I love like you know, sometimes I get inspired, you know, love like um you know, Mac Airs, love like FKJ, you know, love like all this new jazz like R&B music that's coming out, you know. And I just like think that it's like amazing, you know. There's so much amazing like jazz. You know, I think jazz is like an original American like music, you know, that we made here, you know, and it's kind of like still evolving and everything. And I think it's kind of really some badass shit coming out. So it's like, damn. So like,
Give us a little background there. You mean some foot tapping musician didn't come over from the other shores and
no. I
bring
mean,
jazz to
no.
the United States?
I mean, well, not exactly, but it is like it was popularized here, you know, and it's just where it was like, you know, probably New Orleans and St. Louis and Chicago and like those places early on, you know,
Yeah.
kind of started there, um, but
Just
you know,
checking.
oh,
Just
you're right.
spread out from there.
Yeah,
Are you a fan? Are you a fan of like the big band, or do you like more bebop or like
right.
scat?
That's just awesome, bro. Yeah, because that's a lot of like the types of music that formed jazz. Like those are even older than jazz, like big band. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, some of those go way back. You know, and yeah, it's all dope. You know, I mean, I like jazz. I like for me, jazz is the whole journey of like, you know, trying to learn how the hell they do that. Like how, because they use these crazy notes. You know, that are just like, how does that sound so good? You know, and when you try to do that yourself, it's like pretty tough. You know, kind of and. It's like
Because they're using a trumpet?
no, it's like a certain type of music.
Guessing.
But yeah, it's like you know, for me, I like that more moody type jazz. You know, with it's like oh,
With the bass lines?
with the bass lines, yeah, with the crazy like chord changes and stuff, and just something
Right.
where you just don't know what's gonna
The
happen.
slow,
You know?
the slow shrills and basically building an ambience. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you've done that I swear could have been in Miles Davis' Sketches of Spain album, because
Oh man,
it's very much, you know, in keeping with that kind of real chillax vibe, but also creating a mood and a sense of characters with the instruments themselves. So that's really cool.
man, thank you, brother. And I love Miles Davis too, you know, and you know that it does the horn, you know, any kind of horn samples, they sit really well. I do get those ideas from like some of those great, you know, records and stuff, you know, and where you hear how it sounds with just like a little organ with a little piano, you know, just those two things together, you know, or you hear how it sounds with just a trumpet and a piano, you know, and then and you kind of like can make a whole vibe with just this, just not putting everything in the track, but just two things together, you know, and then a little guitar at the end, you know, but like it's like yeah, I love that. That's what I love to do. So I mean, I'm, you know, kind of finding those finding those chords, you know, basically like I try to like study my, you know, study different scales and stuff, and then you find those, you know, you find those cool notes and stuff, and then uh, I just record, you know, record it, and then uh, you know, I pretty much like record myself playing different instruments and everything, and then I just go back and chop it up, you know, and make beats with it, you know. So I record myself playing piano.
It's a great. Oh, you play piano. All right.
or guitar, or just kind of layering stuff up, and then but yeah, just play free and record, and then go back and just take the good parts, and make a beat with it.
Hmm. Yeah. One quick aside. Speaking of beautiful art, if y'all are in the greater Arlington area, Joseph Farbrook is unveiling a new exhibit over at the gallery at UTA. It's called A Mirror in the Void. It opens tomorrow, so if you get a chance, go check that out.
Nice,
Sorry,
man.
I try to hype up every kind of art,
Yeah, bro.
around the area.
Hell yeah, Arlington, represent.
Well, and while we're doing it and we have your attention, how about this? Sharing KNON on the screen here. Tonight, when you finish listening to us, tune in Wednesday from 12 to 4 a.m., Tuesday from 12 to 4. This is where I've heard some of the best fucking jazz.
Nice.
Really, it's where I've heard most of the jazz that I've ever heard. And whoever does the show does a great job. DJ James Stapleton.
Nice, bro.
KNON. That's local DFW radio.
Very good. Very
Oh
good.
yeah, bro. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Congrats to your friend too. He's like, that's pretty dope to get like art in a museum.
Oh, I don't know him. I just saw that a new exhibit was opening up, and I felt there's
Yeah.
there's a beautiful art and culture to your music that I couldn't really share this information with Jim Wright last week because he's not really on that bend. He's more of a metal guy. So it's like
Oh yeah.
you pick and choose where you interject shit.
Yeah. No, and it's a great like. There's so many
Getting cultured while you can.
Yeah, man, and yeah, it's just a dope place. I visited recently, and like, it's like, yeah, it's pretty badass down there.
Yeah, you should come and play a show. I saw a video where you and some other dude were playing. I feel like it was on a campus.
Yeah.
Is that your writing partner?
Yeah, that's just that's DJ Hermantro. And he I played kind of like, yeah, he's dope, man. He's real crazy with his stuff, man. Like, you wonder, he can loop, like he can play a record, right? He can splice two records together, right? And then he can like loop, he can loop his live instrument and start adding the live instrument looping right with the two songs blending, and then he sits there and does all this crazy stuff while I'm doing crazy stuff at the same time, man. And we get a whole like we get a whole show going, man. We got like 2 hours of like stuff, just messing around, like beats, like.
Is that what's going on in this video here on the screen?
Yeah. We just get, we just both are like dropping loops and.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Oh, there we go. Love that. I love that so much.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, bro. Yeah, I love
that's the great thing about jazz. I mean, it is literally the one kind of music where the motto should be "fuck around and find out."
Right. Oh man, like as far as like hip hop too, bro. I think like it's the most versatile type of music because if you think about like hip hop beats where they sample like a choir, or they sample like Tibetan monks or something, or they like sample sample anything, it's like so versatile. They sample metal, like, man, like Kanye did King Crimson, he sampled like an old King Crimson record, and it's kind of like, man, it can be anything, that's why I think jazz is dope and hip hop is dope, and even with trap beats, like they have a certain sound and stuff, but it's like still can use all kinds of samples, all kinds of music and stuff. It's like, it's crazy.
Do you have a go-to record or artist that you like to sample from primarily?
Man, you know, I've been working with other like kind of bigger like producers and everything, and we have to get everything cleared and like get the do it all correctly and stuff. So it kind of limits like some of the. I used to just take anything, that you want to sample for fun, because you don't think. But then like sometimes we have
So
to.
now you're just recreating it.
Yeah, like I focus on music a lot. Where in a lot of these projects where I'm like playing guitar, adding some loops or something. But getting a sample cleared, is costs money too. So you kind of keep that. It affects your decision to if you kind of to use something. But I love samples from what I loved was like doing those samples makes you like listen to these old records and stuff, and you kind of like go back and like see how that shit was, and like everybody knows like gospel music has a big influence, and you see these choirs, behind Whitney Houston, or you see like big choirs behind big singers and stuff, and gospel's like really influential, you know what I mean? But if you actually go back to like the 70s, even the late 60s to 70s, the like Mahalia Jackson and like all the gospel and jazz, that mixture that was coming out, that shit was insane. Like,
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. 70s music, gospel, jazz, R&B. It was just fucking phenomenal.
Insane.
Fucking Commodores and P-Funk, and you had like Ornette Coleman and Herbie Hancock coming into the fold. And...
Right. Yeah. And then like one of my favorite ones, which that song we sampled was Mass Production. Check them out. They're like Mass Production and Mighty Clouds of Joy. Those two are like that's a good example of what I'm talking about, like Mass Production, Mighty Clouds of Joy. Those two bands are like gospel, jazz, rock bands, but back in the 70s and stuff. And it's like you should really check it out.
I'm sure I have, and I'm sure I will again. I'll tell you something that I had a great time going down a rabbit hole on. Chain Gang records. The people that were literally singing while they're picking up trash on the side of the road. Shit that's basically the rhythm of the pickaxe, and then they're all just singing in unison. Well, they captured some of these on some old vinyl, and there's some good shit out there, man.
Yeah, spirituals and stuff. Yeah, I've sampled one of those. It's Smithsonian, I think, is like that's where I got it. Was like old Smithsonian like historical recordings and stuff.
They're free.
Right. That's yep, that's true. Yeah, but yeah, man, yeah, that's some like pretty crazy recordings and everything. That's what I mean about being able to kind of time travel back to like other time periods and kind of listen and just kind of sit and listen to like the same thing that people were listening to back then and everything. So it's like real crazy.
Well, I'll tell you this: you are more than welcome to sample any of my music.
Oh, hook me up, man! Come on, I'm for real about like collaborating.
Yeah.
Do me.
Oh yeah, that's that good shit right there, man.
I don't want no.
Man, yeah.
That's pure emotion. That's pure soul right there.
Right, and that's kind of like that gospel sound.
Got nothing to lose.
I love that. I really love that soulful melody, and everything. I think that's like one of my favorite. That's like.
Well, when music becomes what it is, an escape. Like when you're in that escape, you're not just escaping. You're in that escape. That's what that music sounds like.
Yeah, man. And it is, and that's what I think. For me, my music was always kind of like pretty much that, like an escape, or more of like a emotional type therapy type thing.
And enjoying the process, or
oh yeah, definitely. Well, like desperately enjoying it, because it's like you're kind of running away from like complex.
Yeah, you found a way, man. You found the key.
Right. Yeah, so like really loving it. Help. Yeah, I would say it helped me a lot. Yeah, without it, I'd be like totally messed up. Yeah. No, oh yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
And speaking of quick escape, Levitt Pavilion is going back to doing their free concerts, or mostly free concerts, starting this weekend. So we're back to that kind of weather. So I don't know if you've ever been over there, Justin, but Levitt Pavilion, it's over it's right around the corner from
Y'all
the.
excuse my
Main Street.
vibrator.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you're good. Uh,
yeah, I've
it's
seen
right
that.
around the corner, but they have all different kinds of different
Finally got it up
choirs
there.
and different styles of music, and they're all most of them are free except for like the big artists, like maybe Styx or something. But it's
Yeah,
just this huge amphitheater, huge lawn, and they have all different kinds of music that go on throughout the fall and the spring. So that's coming back, and I'm very excited about that.
you know what's
'Cause
crazy,
I'm a
bro?
wanted man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. They got like what is it? You know, they got Levitt pavilions out here too. That's crazy.
Oh, it's a chain. Okay.
Like the chain thing, yeah, that's what's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that either. So, but I mean,
Thugs.
they're like really nice,
It's
venues.
like
So,
the corporate thug life. Yeah.
I
Got
think
a
it's like made by
Levitt
the,
Pavilion chains.
But they
like
they do
no,
they do free concerts too.
yeah, I think so. I think they do stuff like that, and uh, you know, and yeah, they're like really nice venues and stuff. So I always wanted to like play at one of those. You
Yeah,
ever
I
play?
don't know what the wait is over there, but I know over here the wait is I think 3 years because I think Spoonfed Tribe put in for it in 2016 and they finally got it in 2019. So
Man,
that's how long of a wait that one is.
that's back in the day, man. That brought me back to they had some like they had like multiple bass players or multiple drummers or something, right? Didn't
Oh
they?
yeah, Spoonfed, yeah, dude, they were fucking amazing.
Yeah, I saw them live. I think with y'all or y'all played with them or something like that. But
Oh, we never played with them, but we did play with Jeremy Norvell. That's the main guy. We played with some of his other bands.
what was it? Crush Point, right? Crush Point, is that
Crush
right?
Point, yeah, Crush Point probably
Yeah,
played
yeah.
with
I
them.
remember
Yeah,
those shows. I think that's what I'm thinking of. I remember those shows. Yeah,
yeah.
but
They're
yeah,
still around. You know, Crush Point's still around.
hell yeah, man. Or well, I wasn't sure, but I know,
25 years, man. 25 years they've been a band.
man.
Get it? Crush Point.
Hell yeah, man. No, yeah, a lot of great music down there, man. So I'm yeah, that's what's like. It's kind of cool. Like, man.
Are there any cool concerts coming to town that you're looking forward to?
Oh, I just kind of I've been kind of um, I've just been staying busy, and everything. But
Growing weed.
right, you know, no, no, it's just something.
Now, forgive the condensation.
Oh
You know,
no,
you're
it's
in Colorado. You're supposed to be growing big,
oh
giant
right,
plants.
okay, okay. But no, yeah, it's just just been like doing the music thing and everything. So I want to like got to collab. Like I did get to collab recently with Ja, and everything. And that's somebody who in y'all city, like I really think everybody should know about Ja Born, because he's like a super awesome like person, like super badass musician. He produced Erica Badu's music and they won it like couple Grammys and stuff. And he's like he's doing shows in Dallas, like he's doing open mics, and he's doing like shows with these
Hey,
badass.
thank you, man. What's your brother's name again?
Oh yeah, it's Ja Born. He's right in Dallas. He's like a Dallas legend. He put Dallas on the map.
Moran.
Oh yeah, just like JAHBORN. Yeah, like Ja Born.
Got it.
But yeah, he's like he's a big influence on because I kind of like I was in Dallas like going to his open mics and stuff and seeing his shows and everything too, and like uh and they got a badass band. And um man, seeing all that is just, y'all should check them out. Y'all should go try to see his shows and everything, because like man, it's like some of the best musicians.
Oh,
He'll
sure.
have like
Thanks
a
for telling us.
man, yeah, he'll have like a harp player, or he'll have like man, just like so many badass musicians. You never even know like who could be like sitting in, you know. So it's like, and it's like, you know, I don't know if they have the clubs anymore, but I used to go see them at like Profit Bar and at Red. It used to be Red Blood Club, but then it was RBC, you know, and saw him at Buzz Baroo's out there. But like he'll be like doing shows and stuff, and like man, like amazing. You know, RC and the Grits too out there. Shout out to you, like a lot of great Dallas like legendary like artists out there and stuff. So I kind of miss like going to those, just going to all the shows out there and everything. It's like real cool.
Yeah, and there's another jazz artist that I don't think gets nearly enough credit. Miss Erykah Badu is absolutely fucking incredible. If anybody gets a chance, get every record that she's ever made, because she is an amazing artist. She's not just a singer-songwriter, she's an artist.
Yeah, she's a great actress too, you know. And I saw her act in some movies. And man, you know, she's got a badass band too. She's got like the best musicians in the world in her band, you know, too. Like she has like the cannabinoids, you know, and that's like
cannabinoids, hell yeah.
That's like some of the best like you know, musicians out there, you know, all playing together, you know. So it's like so it's like man.
It's so cool that you bring her up, because I just did a session with another one of her old producers, Ty XL7 over at Alpha Omega Studios. So me and him are going to start working on some stuff together. So it's really cool. All this serendipity rolling around, you know?
Bro, yeah, it's a small world. And then like the people that really try like hard to, you know, like link up and like make music and stuff, that's kind of even smaller group. So yeah, man.
Right. Did I get him, Justin? Is that your boy?
Yeah, Warden. Yeah, if you want to look him up on Instagram,
I got him.
Check him on Instagram, brother. Yeah, you know.
So y'all go find Warden on Instagram.
Yeah,
check him out locally.
Yeah, you know. Well, in Dallas, you know, is really where like, he, you know, he's just he works with a lot of people. You know, he kind of like, you know, inspired me to keep going and everything. You know, like so he's real dope. I can't. Yeah,
very cool.
Love inspiration.
But yeah, so it's like a dope area. So that's what you know, we just dropped a track called Sundays, and so I've been just kind of playing guitar on tracks and stuff like that. But yeah, I just love to jam on anything. So, especially like like we're jamming with like such like the best musicians on there. You know, he's got like amazing. Got Jordash Grant, you know, he's on the keys, you know, and like an amazing composer and like musician and stuff, producer. So I can't even. I got to like play on some cool records and stuff. So I just kind of like, you know, yeah. Well, try like, you know, because yeah, I would try Instagram, just like Instagram.com/Jawborn. It'll take you right there, I bet.
That's where you got me, baby. I don't Instagram.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh,
hey,
no,
I don't have a Kroger app either.
Well, you know, you can go to the website.
I don't have a Smoothie Factory app. Anyway, go ahead.
It'll let you go to the site though if you ever. But anybody can check it out. But yeah, check out Jaw because it's you know, Dallas is you know, there's a lot more Dallas, you know, legends that are.
Bro, thank you so much for bringing it up.
Yeah, it's great. So yeah, that's the one thing I miss, kind of, is going to those shows and just seeing like, you know, some Grammy-winning producer just like at Buzz Baroo's, you know, like doing an open mic or something. It's crazy, you know.
Oh yeah.
I often wonder where the hip hop scene is in Dallas and who those people are. So it sounds like this guy is one of those people.
Oh man, yeah, he's behind so many cool projects, man. And man, yeah. So it's like, man, I wish I could see some of the jams they've had and everything, man. But yeah, definitely check them out. You'll be blown away if you go, you know, go check them out. Yeah, it's amazing. But yep. Hell yeah, bro. So yeah, I've just been influenced by that, you know, just jamming with people.
Yeah. Tell me, how's your knowledge of lo-fi music? You have
Oh, here I go again.
you got some trivia up in you?
Oh, I'm not like a hip hop head, necessarily. Like some people, they know every, record, like the year that it came out and everything, and
Okay. Well,
But I mean, I want to hear it though. I want to hear the trivia. So.
Okay. Okay. I got a little something. Cue me in, Ricky.
A little something it is coming right up. I was over in the chat, so coming up, I'm queued and ready. Are you queuing for what I think you are?
Yes, sir.
A little bit of music trivia.
Music trivia with Rick and Dave.
Okay.
All right. So tonight's subject is lo-fi music. Ladies and gentlemen, what does lo-fi come from? What does lo-fi come from?
I think it's from Japan. It's from Japan, right?
The word lo-fi.
Oh, lo-fi. What? No, I don't know, bro.
My first thought has always been bass speaker, but go ahead.
No, it comes from low fidelity, meaning lower quality on stripped down production. Lo-fi is actually a mix of hip hop, jazz, and dream pop.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, where did lo-fi come from?
I'm saying Japan. That's what I think.
Okay, Ricky.
Where did lo-fi come from? A stereo speaker.
Very good, very good. All music traces it back to 1950s rock and roll because recordings were made cheaply and quickly, often on substandard equipment.
Okay, that's all right. Okay.
That's it. The stuff like the song I recorded with Romeo Rondo was on, I guess, a 4-track recorder, but we did it live. Like he did the drum track, and we rehearsed it a couple of times. Like we wrote it, dude. Talk about improvisation. Oh. And Bill was there playing bass. Romeo played guitar. I sang, and boom, we busted out that song. So
right.
That would have been low fidelity.
And so you also like what is it?
30 years ago.
You played the drum track right through amps. Through an amp.
Through a computer, yeah. He had a computer back then before anyone else had a computer.
And then y'all recorded the sound of the drums playing loud. Y'all were playing with the drum beat.
That's correct, like a live band.
Yep. And that's the reamping too that y'all did.
So it was live recorded, reamped.
Yep, and reamped. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a big way to get a good sound, and they do that with guitars and all kinds of stuff too.
Well, it takes a genius mind like Romeo Rondo.
There you go. Well, yeah, necessity too makes geniuses sometimes when you just have,
He went on to be the engineer at Patrick McGuire's recording studio for 20
dope.
years.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Because I was thinking like, man, that's pretty advanced kind of idea for somebody to use a 4-track like recorder like that.
Back then, especially.
Right.
No one was doing it.
Yeah,
I knew.
I know it would sound pretty decent by listening to how y'all did that. Probably would sound pretty good.
I wished I had it to play for you today.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Well, something to do for next week, anyway.
There you go.
No, I don't have a copy of it.
Anyway,
it meets your lo-fi qualifications, I believe.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's dope, though.
All right, so lo-fi is originated back in 1950s rock and roll. Now, lo-fi, the genre itself, what country did that originate from? What we know as lo-fi today. Where did that genre originate?
I gotta say Japan again, 3rd time.
All right, 3rd time's a charm. Ricky?
I'm gonna say Spain.
Most believe it came from ambient house and chill out music from late 80s London, actually.
Okay.
So back when ecstasy was still legal in London.
Oh, so back what we were doing in Deep Ellum and empty buildings in the mid 80s.
Exactly.
With the glow sticks and the Vicks vapor. No.
Yeah, and the no names.
Bro, it was really just an empty building with house music, a couple of lights, and some girls dancing, and the place would fill up.
Yeah, right. I mean, no, I know. I heard of, like, yeah, those raves and yeah.
Now, I was a headbanger, and I was just there in the middle of the night and enjoying this. I wasn't, I don't think anybody was a raver at the time. We were all staying up all night. That was my point.
It's really similar, though.
Hey, man, I know how to stay up all night. Let's fucking put a sound system over there in that building.
No, it was that same kind of like Jinko's like type style, like with like kind of like similar type style. Anyways, I remember back in the day, so like big Jinkos and all that,
Well,
I think back then they were doing like, I think back then they were doing tracksuits and Kangol hats.
Oh, that's like before.
Yeah.
It was that house music, bro. Total womp, womp.
Yeah.
Womp,
Yeah. Whatever paired well with whatever drug you were on, that was what was going to make the night work.
Well, let me put you in that construct. If you were able to get Quaaludes, you were lucky, and Rohypnols, if they weren't out yet, they were coming out real soon, and so
lost me after the Quaaludes, but
Rohypnol, I don't know what the rest. I only know so many names, But when I was there, what happened was the hardcore opiate. Trying to think of the correct word when they manufacture it. Anyway, they got rid of Quaaludes, dude. Everybody used to do Quaaludes. Like all the weed smokers did Quaaludes.
yeah, I saw in like that movie Wolf of Wall Street where they're like.
I was just about to say Wolf of Wall Street. Very good.
So they came out with Vicodin, and everybody's like getting the itchies, going, I don't know about that Vicodin. And so Rohypnols did the trick for a lot of people for a little while. And that was later, it's the date rape drug,
Oh, shit. Damn.
But it's what a lot of people were doing because you couldn't get the Quaaludes anymore. So that's the environment. House at the very beginning was at the end of the Quaalude, beginning of the Rohypnols.
Oh shit! Yeah, I mean, pretty much it's all like I know that there's like bad, like too easy to get pills. I think there's too many pills out there in the world. So.
Well, what I'm telling you is a totally different world. When we were kids, weed smokers did Quaaludes.
Yeah.
No, we also smoked opium. We also smoked a lot of opium, and it never was addictive or addicting or, like the lifestyle is addictive, to want to hang out and be creative and stay up all night and not have to work and, fucking tell the landlord to suck your dick. Yeah, that lifestyle is addictive. But the opium, no, it was not addictive. You were smoking opium. And so back then, if you were a weed smoker, because there were people doing meth back then too, and so that was a whole nother different crowd, But most people listening to good music and smoking weed were doing Quaaludes. It's a very important point to emphasize, and when you couldn't do Quaaludes anymore, that's when the other drugs came in.
Yeah, I think it was like for my generation, I saw the Xanax, that was like
nerve
drug everywhere, but yeah, it's like kind of, I don't know.
It is what it is. Everybody's done it.
Yeah.
I haven't. I think I did Xanax once, way back when it first came out. Again, another drug that came out right at the end of Quaaludes. But we had Valium before Xanax, and it's kind of the same thing. You just have to do a larger dose of Valium.
Yeah, I just think it's all too like easy for people to get. It should be kind of. It's unfortunate because some of it is pretty like.
Bro, every grandmother in the 70s, every woman, old lady, had Valium.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I was listening to this other thing about 7 Up, how it used to have lithium in it, like high grade, like the same, like lithium, the kind of like medicine. It's like this strong ass like medication or whatever. They used to put in 7 Up, and everything. But yeah, no, it's crazy that like I just wonder like yeah, like
No,
I can't.
no wonder everybody's crazy now.
Right? Yeah. What would happen if we didn't have all that stuff?
Yeah.
Well, hell, you'd have to eat chicken eggs and weeds.
Lick toad. Yeah.
Man. But yeah, pretty, pretty crazy.
Okay, Dave Jarvis, talk to me.
I was going to say, what is credited as the first lo-fi album? Came out in 1967.
I'm not even.
This recording sounds like you're on drugs.
I know. I think it's kind of cool. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I can actually hear you. I found the short. It's in.
Okay. There's that one button.
Bitchin'.
It could be me too, though.
No, that's me. It's totally me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I found the short. I've got a headset with my microphone on the headset, and it's where it's attaching to the computer. So.
Got you.
Well, the album is Beach Boys' Smiley Smile from 1967.
No way, bro.
Yeah.
They call that lo-fi.
So they consider that one the first, that's credited as the first lo-fi album.
Wow. I gotta check that out then. I gotta see. I mean, I don't know.
Dude. Late 60s Beach Boys is so fucking cool.
Wow. I mean, so what is that, like I Get Around and that type of stuff?
It was the album after that album, yeah. This was the album that Brian Wilson lost his fucking mind and
stole Charles Manson's song. That fucking tracer.
We're back to tracing. Damn it.
Oh man. Oh yeah, but he had some crazy little musical arrangements and stuff. That was crazy.
Yeah. Really all right, and then my final lo-fi question. What are the effects of lo-fi music on the human brain?
Oh, it's got to be like really relaxing and chills you out.
Yes. Yeah. It evokes a calming emotion, helps the front lobe in our brain to focus, and folks scored higher in spatial ability and reading comprehension that listen to lo-fi music or classical music. So you see, folks, it's not just something to chill out to. It's actually good for you.
There you go. So.
All right. Now y'all learned something. Now go drink it away.
So would this qualify as lo-fi music? This kind of ambient sound here?
You know what it is though? Try if you search lo-fi beats to study to. That'll be the channel. That's like the most famous like channel. Lo-fi.
I don't know if this would be considered lo-fi. This is more like the Chain Gang stuff. It's like gospel. It's like gospel without a choir.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Yeah. If you're looking for like an existential lo-fi beat, check out 3 a.m. on the streets of Chinatown. That is a lo-fi beat that I made.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, but this Dogmata, it's a good track, but I wouldn't call it lo-fi. Excuse me.
Well, I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's
I think you will.
It's all it's a pretty dope like mixture of like jazz, usually like jazz keys with like some little sample of like really you can do just a sample with a little beat, so if you just loop like a little chill jazz part, and then just add a really light little hip hop beat on it, and then you can make lo-fi with that, It's kind of like that soft, like that type of jazz you would hear in like those old 50s movies, kind of a loop with some of that type of jazz, and then you like, put like a cool beat on it.
Is that your preferred era of jazz, like that Count Basie kind of thing?
Yeah, I love that. Like, yeah, I love that stuff. Like, uh, you know, like Casablanca type, like all that old like piano type, lounge type piano, jazz piano and stuff. But I really like all jazz. I like bebop jazz. Where it's all crazy. And they're hitting all kinds of crazy notes real fast and stuff. I like all, any kind of music. So I really love all types of music. But yeah, it's crazy the mixture. So it's like you get into like all kinds of stuff. Um, it's dope. Been finding all kinds of crazy stuff.
What non-musical inspiration do you gather? Like, does the news ever inspire your work, or random sounds on the street?
Right. You know, yeah, life does inspire me. It seems like when like if you have that as an outlet, music, when something emotionally difficult happens or something, then you tend to like you get more motivated with your artwork or whatever, or with your music or whatever. And so yeah, life like tends to affect um, the music a lot, or your art or whatever it is. Like artists kind of might have a busy period. They might be like chilling out sometimes, but then it's like if some things that happen, yeah, in life can like make you more motivated, like start getting more creative and
Found us some lo-fi. Reverb echo and a sweet soulful voice.
Cry of the street.
oh man, that's like really good for like it's like it's like for almost like a movie score. It's got that kind of moody like
Yeah, it's like Blade Runner.
man, yeah, like or that's a pretty dramatic like too like kind of sound to it. It's like man, something's about to happen almost.
Right. Oh yeah. Thanks, Ricky. Appreciate that.
Oh, you're
It's
very welcome. Thank you for making it so I could play it and enjoy it.
yeah, that's really nice, man.
I
And yeah, I
think
like
I've
the,
heard that in a parking garage or two before, and many things similar.
yeah, it's pretty dope. But yeah, man.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man.
So I was just wondering, like, if you're feeling something extra hard, do you play extra hard, or do you like try to play something to distract you from what's going on inside of you?
Oh right, yeah. I mean, it just kind of like for me, it doesn't like it's not like that direct. It's kind of like more like accidental, like you know, kind of like uh, start to focus more, basically, because it's like the hardest thing is to. I think I've heard a lot of artists like say this too, is like to keep that same motivation level all the time, where you can stay in that creative like mindset, and you're creating, music, or you're creating whatever, consistently, like at that same level all the time. And so you know that's where you kind of start to focus more. If when you get kind of reminded, or you know, it's hard to it's hard to explain, but it helps to focus more. Yeah, if you use that to express yourself, you know, and everything.
Express yourself.
Yeah. So,
I can't explain.
Do you ever get burnt out and like have to focus your mind on something else, like painting or you know, Sudoku?
you know, I kind of like I focus on. There's a lot of different art forms in music that make it to where like sometimes I think, you know, so it's like I'll be focusing on trying to learn jazz music or something, you know, and then or learn practicing these new scales or something, and then I'll kind of and then I'll start to think that I'm not like that my mixes aren't any good, you know. So then I'll like go and work, then start to focus on trying to get a better mix and get, you know, mix everything right and learn more about that, you know, and then it's kind of like, you know, wherever you're just kind of focusing on where you think you need improvement or something, you know. But it's like one thing at a time. So at the time you're focusing on that, you know, the most, you know. But it's a lot of different. I'm sure every art has that, lots of different stuff that you have to get good at, you know, to do it and everything. So
Profession.
Yeah,
Every
Eric
profession.
Carson once.
yeah,
Eric Carson once told me, "You're never done with a song. You just stop."
right. Yeah, it's you know, it's a whole lifelong process, pretty much. Yeah, so just kind of like that's
Yeah,
why
'cause
I think I got started just dropping music, you know, because like it's never gonna be like, you know, it's not because I guess like if I wait till I find an artist and every beat is like finished, you know, with the whole singer and everything, um, then I'll wait forever, you know, before I can drop anything. So I
oh
just
yeah,
start.
no, take the bull by the horns and just do your thing, man. And people will eventually they will feel the passion of what you're doing, and they will climb on.
Yeah, I hope people just, you know, can. I think of it too as kind of a cool musical moment too. 'Cause sometimes like a song or takes you to a certain time, you know. So it can be just hearing a certain song at a certain time can make a special moment, you know, and stuff. So it's kind of like
Sure.
kind of cool to. It can make an important moment, and you know, and so it's like kind of cool to have that to just give that music, you know, give that to you know, anybody who likes music too, you know. So it's like kind of cool.
Yeah. You hear that, people? Just one beats wants your life to be better.
No, well, you know, music. I think, yeah, music made my, well, you know, even just listening to music or hearing you know, like first time I heard Kendrick Lamar, you know, like the guitar chord, blam, dum, blam, you know, and he like hits the guitar right at the first of the album and stuff, and it's like, you know, and there's a lot of guitar and you know live music on there, you know, and it's like I can remember exactly like sitting in the back seat of my friend's car and stuff, you know, like because like sometimes when you hear a good sound, you know, or like you know, you might just be it's just a random moment or something, but it makes it kind of like memorable, you know.
Dude, Kendrick Lamar is not from this earth. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, man, working with Dre too, you know, like great musicians, great producers, and like yeah, that'd be a dream too. That's kind of the dream right there. It's like work with you know, like I'm kind of working with Jaw, you know, too. It's like work to like just being able to. That's what I want to do is just be able to play with like badass, you know, just have like one little guitar part and like with everybody, you know. So it's like hearing all the music together is like really badass.
Yeah, dude, Kendrick created a storm amongst the cultural elites when he won the Pulitzer for his album, because up to that point, the only artists that ever won the Pulitzer for music were jazz or classical. I thought that the album was fantastic. I didn't understand the uproar, but you know, traditionalists and shit. Do you think that it's cool that, you know, a kind of a strict kind of institution like that is honoring these other more diverse artists than just sticking to their own lane?
I'm totally with that, yeah, because you know, I think it's like I think hip hop and jazz and all of this is all part of American like art form that's still evolving and everything. The people that don't really do something, they are always the ones that want to label it, put it in boxes, talk about it, and all this, you know. And then it's like, you know, and they may get the last word, you know, about what it is because they're gonna put it in some category. Oh, this was this was that, you know. But I mean, when stuff's really happening, like at that moment, there's no box. You know, there's no, you know, people put it in a box later.
When you're making love to your lady friend, there's only
Yeah,
one box that matters.
right. So yeah, Kendrick. You know, I think he is that bad. You know, it's like jazz. It's like, yeah, I think it is that great, and the art form is that great too. You know, I think it's like pretty amazing what's happening right now. So many, you know,
What
artists are
What did you
doing
think of Kendrick's last album?
I'm trying to think, brother. Are you talking? You know what I mean? Oh, his
Morales.
last album. I didn't get to listen to it yet. I'm sorry. They're all gonna kill me now. But
Oh, you good?
no, you know what? I heard though his like some of the samples on there and stuff were dope. Some of that like '70s like music and stuff that was dope. But I haven't actually sat down and listened to the whole new album or anything. But
It's a long one. I think it's like over an hour long, and there's no real singles, but it's still a fantastic album and really good to listen to while you're just chilling out.
oh yeah, bro. Yeah, like I kind of got stuck on his first stuff, like Good Kid, Mad City, and like you know Section 80. You know, like I think that stuff is just badass. You know, like crazy, uh, crazy stuff on that. But I mean, damn, you know, yeah, To Pimp a Butterfly. You know, like it gets more. It's all amazing, you know what I mean? But I think it's kind of when some of these really start. I don't know, something about the, you know, like Kanye's early stuff too, you know, and it's like there's just
Yeah.
that crazy element to it when it's new and you know.
And Kid Cudi too. Kid Cudi had some great
Yeah,
shit.
bro, come on, yeah, yeah, man, classic, like, man, yeah, uh,
Kid Cudi and J. Cole. J. Cole has some amazing shit
yeah, bro,
that I feel gets overlooked, and that's a damn shame.
yeah, man. No way, bro. Well, you know, I think J. Cole got recognized pretty much like, you know, like the J. Cole type beat, you know. I don't know if y'all have seen that, but like he's pretty much like he got his own style of beats, you know, now. Like, you know, there's lo-fi, there's a J. Cole type beat, you know. And it's like that's just crazy. He's very influential. You know, he's
Does it swing or does it bounce?
like a J. Cole type beat is like a hip hop beat, you know, with just a little bit of a jazz sample on it, mainly pianos, you know.
It kind of sways, really.
Right? Yeah,
I
but
like to sway.
yeah, it's dope though. It is nice though. I've made some or tried to make some like J. Cole type beats, you know. So
The lark sways.
it's it's dope. Yeah, and but yeah, a lot of good music, going on. So pretty cool time to be like, checking it all out and everything. So.
Most definitely. Are there any albums coming out that you're looking forward to?
Man, yeah, what was it? This guy, I was this drummer, bro. What's his name? Yeah, I heard this really good album that this drummer did, and you know, I kind of like, yeah, I really like the.
Laughing at my computer. Ville girl.
Thank you, Ville girl. I appreciate that.
Hey, carnies were always a good time. You could find your way through some good times there.
Oh yeah, dude, the soundtrack to that movie Freaks from like 1930 is absolutely fantastic. It's like jazz, but it's also terrifying.
Alexander Flood, y'all, check out that dude. Alexander Flood. He had some like he's a drummer, but he's got a crazy record he's dropping. It's like pretty new and stuff, and it's really cool. It's really cool. FKJ, like you know, he drops a lot of stuff. Classic producer and stuff. Yeah, a lot of other great musicians. Like I like that Mac Ayres. You know, he makes like classic jazz, like R&B songs and stuff. So kind of like there's a lot more too. Though. There's a lot of really big, like great jazz musicians and stuff coming out. It's like
What are your feelings on A Tribe Called Quest?
Tribe Called Quest, yeah. You know, I'm trying to think right now. Of, I know they did a record not too long ago. Trying to remember the song, but yeah, like they're classic. You know, they drop legendary hip hop group. So.
Yeah, you want to talk about some amazing lo-fi music? Check out the Low End Theory by A Tribe Called Quest. I think it came out in like 1991. It's fucking amazing.
Oh, dope.
Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, that kid right there,
Give
man.
me a second to look that up, Dave. I just pulled this kid up.
This kid can play some drums though, man. Look, he can. He's new, you know. He was hitting. Yeah, we were jamming this kid, and I thought it was dope.
Here it is.
Space Between. All right. Cool.
I'm only going to play a minute of it, or a second.
Pretty good, right in there. He kind of hits like that. He's got a lot of crazy rhythms.
Feels like it's going.
Oh my God! Fuck
That's
yeah!
wild.
That's some Ennio Morricone shit right there, man.
Yeah, it's real like crazy, man. You know, he does those
Heard it
rhythms.
here on Blow Your Brains Out.
Yeah,
Dude, that was delicious.
yeah. The whole album was like great musicians like doing like jamming to crazy.
Booty call.
Pretty dope.
Time to call my girl. Hey, I got some music to listen to.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of jazz like that coming out, like crazy stuff, man. So it's like,
The way that dropped and the horns hit.
right, bro. Yeah, and he's got you'll be like catching crazy grooves on his music too. It's real different. It's cool,
Come-
but man, yeah, I love all
Come to
kinds.
my house. We'll lo-fi and chill.
Hell yeah, bro. Come on, man. Y'all got to come up to Denver too. You know,
Oh, I would love that, man. That'd be awesome.
All right.
man. Hell yeah. Weather's about to be good up here, so. Hell yeah. Well, yeah, man.
Very
Shit.
cool. Very cool.
You have to bring Dank.
Yeah. We'll fit in perfectly.
Oh yeah, man. How come? Yeah, y'all should be playing up here more. You know, y'all would
Do
figure
a little shroom hunting and
they they probably have a lot of
take advantage of all the legal options.
right.
Well, we Dank has never been accused of being professional, so
No, man, y'all y'all are doing like country music, right? It's
That's
like,
what I'm saying. It sounds like a field trip.
it's a form of country, sure.
and like because I know y'all had some funny songs and stuff like that, but do y'all do some serious songs or something like that, or y'all just do funny, like y'all just be like crazy?
Oh yeah. We blur the lines between, but everything makes sense in the grand
It's a
scheme of
valid question.
Because like I can't tell if y'all. It's like the music is good,
I mean, really, at the heart of our music, we're all poor, horny, and drunk, and that's pretty much it. Now, on certain days we're happy, certain days we're sad, and the music reflects that.
So no, it always sounds good though. So but yeah, it's hilarious though, man. Yeah, y'all got
Poor, drunk, and horny.
that's your next. That's another track. So
that's it. The next song or record, one of the two. Let me go ahead and put it in the chats here.
All right, I'll go get Hank on that one. But he'll get drunk and horny and totally forget.
He's doing good though. I see y'all are doing bigger. You know, he's kind of like looking cool as the front man. You know, he's got like the long dreads and stuff. Like,
oh yeah, he's definitely a North Texas icon at this point.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's real cool what y'all are doing though and stuff. So it's
Well, it's time for us to take it to the next level and have an engineer help us do the things that need to be done, that must be done. Because Dave, we got more important shit to do, but anybody wants to hop on the blow your brains out bandwagon, pull a little load or two, that could be a t-shirt right there tomorrow. Like, we could have that available next week on Blow Your Brains Out as a t-shirt, if nothing else, on goblowandbuyt-shirt.com, whatever they're called.
That's another idea. So
yeah, I mean, we've got a great month looking ahead. Next week we will be having Andy Rodriguez from Music on My Mind podcast out of Dallas. We'll see how he does things. Yeah, he's a music teacher, so we will be learning more about music theory next week, which is always cool. The following week, we've got Eric and Hector from Spooky Pops. They're short filmmakers. They came in third in a competition last year, so they're making a sequel for this year. And I just got tapped to do the soundtrack, so I just sent that in to them. So hopefully
there it is.
Yeah. It's gonna be something very cool. And then a week after that, we will have David Conant from Arlington Knights, who has been a great champion of Arlington and the music scene. We're very much looking forward to that. It's going to be a good September. It's already been a good year, so I'm very, very excited every Wednesday, man.
Yeah,
well, and it shows.
So yeah, bro.
It sucks that Ariel wasn't able to be a part of this. It sucks you weren't able to meet her. Ariel's a real good soul, and she's a great feminine barrier for our stupid ass chats.
Yeah, she's like the type of chick that could totally gel your way and our way. I mean, she's a pretty broad spectrum chick.
There you go.
We appreciate you, Ariel, and we miss you tonight.
Oh yeah.
Well,
did she,
hey, Justin.
I think she came in the chat, right? Or
no, I haven't seen her in the chats tonight.
Oh.
She was in the chats last week. But hey, Justin, join me for a second and telling David, thank you very much for what you've done with Blow Your Brains Out. And everybody needs to know David is the one scheduling these shows coming up over the next few weeks, and the show tonight with Justin and many of the shows that we've had here on Blow Your Brains Out. So thank you for your dedication and commitment. And
yeah, bro. Nice beats too, bro. Nice music on. Been doing it.
It's very much my pleasure.
I'm just glad he can fit it in, dude. He's making some of the best music, and then now he's, Hollywood's got him now, so we'll be lucky if he's able to make time for us.
Oh yeah, well that's part of it, You gotta do everything. So
hear that, Ariel?
Oh man, well yeah.
Just kidding, David. All the best to you, brothers. I am very, very happy to hear. I don't know much about the movie. If you don't mind, can you tell us? Do you mind me asking him, Justin, on your dime? Tell us about this movie here, Dave Jarvis, and your involvement on the score. That's very exciting.
Yeah. So the movie they came out with last year was called Pablo. It was a 6 or 8 minute short about basically a psychotic child who's left alone and murders the electricians that are working on the house. But the parents love the kid so much that they are willing to hide his murderous ways from the authorities. It's a lot like that South Park when the fish kept killing all of Stan's friends but then the mom kept hiding the bodies. It's a lot like that. So I went in kind of listening to.
Loving Pablo.
Yes, yeah, exactly. But he's a psychotic killer that's just got a sweet face. So this is Pablo 2, so they up the ante as far as the kill count, and I just decided to bring kind of a Hitchcock approach to the music. So it's got that strings and real creepy minor keys that are interspersed into the major keys, and that kind of float in and out with distortion, and bass line floats in and out. It was just like a 6-minute track that I knew he could cut up and use different parts on different spots. So you've got the build up, the kind of Michael Myers, Jaws type of real singular theme for when trouble is about to happen, and then you've got like the building of the strings and the horns for the intro and the outro. So it's very 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 50s oriented mindset that I came into it with.
That other one you did was the one you were playing, suspenseful too. It had that sound to it. It's kind of like real cinematic kind of sound.
Yeah, the Dogmata.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, perfect. I think that's
very sweeping and suspenseful, but moving, and it builds. It's got these vocals. It's crazy. And here's the cool thing: is if you listen to some of these mixes, Justin. I admit I don't listen to a ton of music that might be similar to this, but I've never heard anything like it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's over and over. Like I know 20 songs, like I'd say off the top of my head, name them all. But I know 20 different songs that are existential songs that are not Chip Tooth, the hip hop stuff, just his mixes. And they're all extremely unique in these genres that I've never heard it before, Dave Jarvis. So congratulations, man. All the best to you, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Thank you, bro. Seriously, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And I think it's like, I also see a rock type, but I think of them as kind of like rock type beats too. Like sometimes you'll hit like a kind of that downbeat, like a rock song, and it's like kind of like could be cool, like you could put some like rock singers on there or something, and it'd be dope. So,
yeah, that's the problem with vocalists, man. They are so flaky. They are on board, and then like the week of they stop answering me, or it's
horrible.
like hey, it's the day of recording. Here's the address, and then they'll ghost me.
Wow.
or they'll be like, oh, I'm sick. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you yesterday or a week ago or whatever. So after a while, I was like, okay, I can control me. So after that, I just started doing just instrumentals. And what's really fucked up is Hank is actually the most reliable vocalist I've had to deal with.
Well, of course. Yeah. That makes sense, though.
Yeah, y'all should do something with Hank.
He has. How many songs have you done with Chip Tooth?
Shit, at least 5 or 6, I think.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, because I was thinking like that could be cool. Y'all can make some cool stuff.
They do. You need to listen to it, Justin. They're really cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can. Yeah, man. So I can imagine. I mean, I'm going to. Too. But I haven't heard y'all's songs y'all did together. But yeah,
it kind of incorporates that sound that you're hearing in that Dogmata, for example.
Right.
These existential songs with Chip Tooth in particular, they're shit that I don't hear anyone else doing. Like I'm expecting to hear like in a commercial or wherever I hear hip hop music at Walmart. To walk through and hear this Dave Jarvis, mix that I'm now used to only through Dave Jarvis. It's going to happen eventually, whether it's him or the next person, because this is 2023 and this is a not on tyranny, but it's a scientific technocracy. So that means not only are they listening to you and your voice and everything you say, but they're stealing your songs, man.
Yeah, that's the trouble. People love to steal.
Especially corporations, especially when they're like spitting out artists and
Yeah.
movies and things, bro.
Yeah, but
I think it's a
I'm
real
giving
thing, but
Justin, but I'm giving Justin my permission to steal. So
there you go.
he's the one. Ricky, you and Justin are allowed to steal my stuff. Everybody else, go fuck yourself.
All right. Well,
I
yeah.
actually do steal his shit more than anyone else.
Oh yeah, I try to just always collab, so if you want to collab on a track or something, I think we're going to. We already talked about it and stuff, but that'll be
Oh,
good.
absolutely. Yeah, Justin sent
Well,
me.
let's talk about a little more. Yeah, what do y'all
Yeah.
talked about, Dave?
He sent me links or stems, really, from I think 5 or 6 different amazing guitar licks
Okay.
that I'm going to turn into an EP first chance I get.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just some guitar tracks, for making music,
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a fun album to make. And also, I have a new track with Chip Tooth coming out October 2nd. It's called "I'm Not a Rapper." It's very much like '90s Houston kind of scissor kind of music, but mixed with like Reanimator, Mad Scientist kind of organ.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah, he goes to town on that one. Hank is a way better rapper than I expected him to be.
Yeah, I can see him being
Well, crazy don't faze me, normal is lazy. Play thousands of shows, but nobody pays me. My piss is hazy, drink too much maybe. Just dropped up my dog at the pound, think it's rabies. My mother is dead and my bitch is in prison. My dog has got cancer, my dick has got rhythm. My weak guy's in jail, Gen 6 insurrection. What a surprise, Caucasian complexion. Homegirl's in traction from heroin injection. The cat swelled up from a fentanyl infection. I'm the king of the castle, but mostly an asshole. Your teeth, they look fragile and losing enamel. You dipshit and ignorant, nitwit illiterate. I am belligerent and inconsiderate. Cigarette isn't lit. I'm not a rapper. I already know this bitch. I should quit.
No, that's
I already know I should quit.
Who the fuck would have guessed that Hank could do that, man?
I'm not. No, I was thinking that. Like even before I heard that, I was thinking that that'd be a cool. Y'all always and also brother duos in music always make badass shit. For some reason.
Yes, and we also always fight. So I think that's part of the charm of our music. It's like, okay, are they getting along? Okay, the music was working. Oh, they're not getting along? Yep, we're not going to see any music for a while.
Yeah, but man, y'all have made a lot of music though. That's cool that y'all, I think y'all should keep doing that.
Well, the natural part of that process is that they live together. And so Hank, to some degree or another, is forced to hear David work on this shit to one degree or another. And it probably gets stuck in his head. And that's what happened to me when I was at these rehearsal studios. I was hearing these other guys' mixes, and they'd get stuck in my head, and I'd spit out a song.
There you go. Well, yeah, it's addicting. The whole thing's addicting. I kind of started like 10 years ago. So I know exactly how it is. So I still do this every day, pretty much. So it's like, yeah, I probably. You'll be doing it in 10 years, you'll still be doing it. So it doesn't ever let up afterwards. It only gets more like addicting and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, it's addictive.
That's how this happens.
And damn it, Justin, you're good at
Hear
it.
that? Hear that?
So we are getting close to the end. Oh, on the flow.
I heard him work on that like all night long. And I woke up the next day with wrote the lyrics out, like I had it like it was inside of me. That's the best way I know how to put it.
Nice.
Because I heard him work on
song.
it for hours, and so that's probably at least something like that is happening with you and Hank.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Just that's what I'm all about. Yeah, just making music. So kind of yeah, I love that. So. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I was going to ask Justin, since we're closing out on this session, I would like to know, Just1beatz, how would you like to be remembered?
You know,
Bottoms up.
just the music, I guess. You know, hopefully a song caught somebody's attention or something. You know, or you know, hopefully somebody likes just playing a song. You know, and uh, for me, a lot of the good memories, like you know, I guess I should try you know, just jamming with all these great people that I got to play with. You know, and everything is pretty much the hopefully they remember all the good times, you know. So it's all a lot of good memories and stuff. So it's like you're doing, you know. You start doing music, so now you got your friends and you're all making songs, and it's the best, you know. It just that it's all it's all good. So, uh, but
Well, you're
yeah.
doing an amazing job, brother.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, man. You too, man. Keep it going, man. And yeah, check out Sundays. You know, drop that with Grammy-winning producer Warden. You know, and play with. Yeah, check out all the music. You know, and hit me up. You know, for the collabs or anything too. You know, make beats, play guitar. So.
And where can our audience find Just1beatz?
I think all my, you can find my music everywhere on all the streaming, platforms and stuff. But to see the artwork that I make with the music and everything is just on Instagram. So, uh, to get an idea of uh, the whole thing, you can check out Instagram, Just1beatz with a Z, and and kind of follow me on there. I'm just like make music and kind of like jam with a lot of I never post on Facebook. That's why it's kind of funny because like that's another track I did with Jaw down there. But um,
so not Facebook, go to Instagram, Just1beatz.
yeah, but if you want to, brother, you can go there, like it's a public page, so you can go to Instagram right now. It'll take you to the page. You don't have to have an Instagram account to go there.
Okay.
And I happen to know that your tracks are on YouTube as well.
Right. Yeah, I got some on YouTube. I was trying to do that. I was trying to get in the algorithm, because you got those channels like that, lo-fi beats to study to, and if you can, if you can get in one of these algorithms or in the playlist where YouTube starts suggesting your music and stuff, then you can kind of get some like real plays, and it's kind of cool. Um, but yeah, just kind of like um, got some stuff on YouTube. I should drop more stuff. I'm gonna take everything off Instagram and just make full length videos and put them on YouTube. That'd probably be better,
Well, you are on YouTube right now on OutlawVideoTV.
Okay, dope. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, what's up?
We've got 3,000 subscribers, and so
damn.
hopefully we'll send at least 1 or 2 people over to your YouTube channel.
Hey, all right. Oh man. Well, I'm just happy to be chilling with y'all. So it's kind of cool to never been on a podcast or anything. So I just kind of work in the background. So mainly so.
Well, you did great, and I'm so glad that we were able to embarrass you enough that you would actually enjoy spending the entire evening with us.
Oh yeah, man. No, y'all are cool, man. Yeah, y'all are good at this, man. So it's like, this is like the videos you can kind of see. They're just like, they're like
lo-fi. Got some lo-fi chill baptite.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just do like these little. They're like beat loop vids. I guess they're just kind of weird little loops, that you can see.
That's the thing about starting a new song is I never want to stop it. So everybody head over to Just1beatz YouTube channel now. hit subscribe, ring that bell.
Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you. You know, and I'm gonna like post a lot more stuff on YouTube. I'm gonna take everything from Instagram and put it on YouTube. Uh, so that'll be good.
Please do.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to collabing too, man. You know, and hearing more of your stuff too, bro. So I think it's cool, like what you've been doing, and totally, I've been supporting, since the first. I like all your, like all the posts and everything. Try to support because I think it's cool, and so.
You've been a wonderful supporter of mine. Thank you very much, and I hope I've done at least a fraction towards you.
No, you have, bro. Yeah, man, appreciate that. And so I just think, yeah, I think it's cool. Totally encourage you. Hopefully, I know you'll go, far with it and stuff. So I got to like, even just playing guitar and stuff, got into like.
I think that he will, Justin. I think that you're looking at whatever 2024 brings with a artist that, has something to actually contribute to the world. You're going to see that in Dave Jarvis in one way or another. I hope the same for you and every other artist as well, but I think we're seeing that with Dave Jarvis now.
Yep, yeah. It sounds, yep, I believe it. So.
We're all one big musical family, Ricky.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Man, hell yeah, y'all. But, man, yeah, it's been really dope, though, chilling with y'all, man, so.
The pleasure has been all ours. And I got to say thank you very much to the audience out there for sticking with us every Wednesday night for Blow Your Brains Out with Ricky Warden and Dave Jarvis.
Hey.
I have to say thank you very much to this week's guest, Just1beatz. Thank you, my brother. You are amazing, amazing
Nice
artist. I cannot wait for your next release.
Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man.
All right.
Hell yeah, yo. Shit. I'll just talk to y'all later, bro.
All right. Come back anytime. Beautiful. Well, Ricky, it's been a pleasure and an honor. And it was so nice to talk to an old friend. Holy shit. That's what I love about this show, man. Been able to talk to so many old friends.
That's pretty cool. Really, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You're the one able to make the commitment. You say it's one big musical family. But not only have you been able to make the commitment, but you've made the commitment. I've got a lot of friends who like to think of themselves as musicians and committed, whatever, right? And some of them are doing different variations of actual musical things, but really aren't producing that much, especially high quality. But you are committed. You have the opportunity and you're committed. I mean, I really even, working a full-time job, you only have so much, so many weekends. Dude, it seems like you're really cranking out a lot of fucking music.
That's what I'm trying to do, man. Just trying to flood the market.
I mean, in the sense of the time that it takes to make it and find the groove, because one of the things that you've done is you like most musicians is like you can listen to most Beatles, especially early Beatles music, and hear all the different styles of music. They just recreated it and did it in their own fashion. And so you're doing that. You're going through a lot of different musical styles and genres with this X60 Chill. But you're absolutely bringing it into your own vibe and bringing all this other element that you do to all of that. And so I don't know, man. I just think it's kick-ass, and I know that it takes a lot of time. That's what I was getting at, is just the inspirational process and songwriting process when you're kind of recreating or just creating, these different Hey, you know, many times, Dave, after our show's over, I think of questions that I would have asked had we had more time.
Right.
I got a pretty cool question to ask.
What's that?
And that is, uh, do you think that there is a limit to beats? Let's just use that terminology, beats. That that can even be produced without being charged for it. You know, I mean, what if I actually came up with, one night hanging out, dun 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 dun, and then I thought of some other things, and maybe I was tripping on acid, and really I wasn't inspired by Queen at all whatsoever, or Ice Ice Baby, but but it just happened. So in other words, is there a limit? Is that already taking place today, where artists are having to pay for beats that they came up with on their own, but it sounded so much like some other beat that someone already had a copyright on that particular beat?
You
You
know,
following me?
that's actually a pretty easy fix. Like if you can already tell that you're ripping somebody else off, just layer other stuff that sounds nothing like that over it,
Yeah.
and you can probably get away with it. Whereas if it's blatant, like, Vanilla Ice was, then yeah, you probably can't hide that shit. But also, if you're, on the fringe, like you and I are, nobody's really looking for us. So you can do whatever, it's when shit starts taking off that people pay attention and they're like, oh, I can make some money off this guy. So,
Well, okay, that is my point, though, is that I've had the thought many times before, but what made me think of it tonight was that Just1beatz, he said some of the artists he's working with, he's having to clear his beats with because of blah blah, you know. And
well,
I'm
yeah, I mean,
thinking,
if
wow,
you,
dude, this is a real, I've thought that before. This is a real thing, man. You got to make sure that you're he didn't maybe I misunderstood him, Dave. I maybe I was taking it on a legal term of types when he said that.
well, I mean, if you're using somebody else's samples, you have to credit them when you submit the song. Because otherwise, yeah, the lawyers will come after you.
Okay.
But if you are coming up with your own riff and it sounds strikingly similar to others, you can plead ignorance, and 9 times out of 10, you'll usually get away with it.
Yeah, until somebody has enough, not somebody, some corporation who owns the Beatles catalog says, nope, that's Hey Jude. And you're like, no, really, we were all fucking drunk, dude. I was fucking my girlfriend. And, it's like, nope, that's Hey Jude.
Well, luckily, I'm so low on the radar that they wouldn't even notice that.
Yeah, but once you're on that scale, let's say uh, Robert Rodriguez calls and says, hey, man, I'm, Texas guy, you're Texas guy, let's dance. And you send some shit, and he's like, oh, wait, I got to pass this through, and it sends it through the algorithmic corporate computer conglomerate that spits out, yes, it's okay to use that beat, or, bah, no, we'd have to pay X amount to these three different corporate structures to use that beat.
Well, I think with the abundance of music, especially for, like large corporations, they kind of own whatever group is trying to sue you. So you could probably get away with it.
So,
Um,
do you think maybe it's a matter of instruments? Like, what makes the difference? You said layer. So, what would constitute the difference? If you because let me back this up and rephrase it a total different way. From a mathematical perspective, there's only so many beats available. There's only there's 80 90. There's only so
Oh
many
yeah,
beats available,
right.
and
With
there's only so many way you can do those beats. So at
yeah,
some point, you're playing the same beat that's been played 1,000 times before. So what
but
makes the difference between that being a Rolling Stones or a Led Zeppelin or a Duran Duran beat? How
well,
many
see,
instruments does it take?
that's the great thing that you're just talking about BPMs on a 4/4 time,
Hmm.
whereas you can change the measure to 3/4, 5/8, 16/7 or whatever, and then it becomes something completely different. So you can actually take something
Different, like
and
limitless, or still configurative? Okay, there's an end, and there's only so many of those also.
there's only so many 4/4 beats you can come up with, but
Yeah, that's what I'm
there
saying. I can see that math really
but
fast.
that's why I try to change rhythms as frequently as I change the BPMs.
Yeah.
And that's what makes each thing sound different because they're all in a different measure or they're a different speed or they're a different instrument. You can actually take, you know, uh fucking let's say Dream On by
A
Aerosmith.
dream
You can
on, a
you can
dream
take that
on,
you can take
dream it
that
down.
riff, slow it down, and then try to fit it into a 2/6 time measure, and then it becomes something completely different. There's a lot of math that actually goes into production and
Or you can
production.
just take walk this way and go, well, goddamn, that's the same hip hop beat of all Parliament and everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can take the same riff and just replace the instrument, and people probably won't know the difference.
I'm just curious, in this algorithmic 2023 new world music order age that we're in, is there a corporation somewhere that owns enough of, like, even beats and everything, to where if you're a large artist, you end up having to pay multiple different people for shit that you already wrote, but because it sounds, it's the same exact beat long enough for another band that has a conglomerate management and a team of lawyers ready to get your kitchen sink and everything else you own.
Well, I guess it depends on how much money you're making.
Well, yeah, yeah. And so I guess that's the thing, is once you get to that point of the game where those guys, it's like you have enough to pay your lawyer, or you become Mickey Rourke, I guess.
Yeah, it really
Don't
depends
ask me
on.
why that was the first name that
Yeah,
came to my mind.
yeah.
But people that get dropped.
It depends on your execution, and really it depends on your legal team.
It doesn't it. So there you go, Dave. We have deduced this segment to, bro, hook up with the right cartel, and make sure you have a good legal staff.
All
you're
right,
gonna
no
you're gonna
doubt.
be out, you're gonna be all
Hey, thank you, Arkansas, for paying attention to the show. I really appreciate
right.
that.
Absolutely. You too, Dave. Thank you, man. Thanks for hanging out, because I'd rather be chit chatting like this than playing music.
There you go. Yeah, I always love this part of the week, man. But
Well,
it's
and
about time
having
for me
having
to
real questions
head
for
on
you
out.
too. All right. Well, can
Yeah.
I ask you one more?
What's up?
It's the distro kid,
Mhm.
and um and oh my goodness, who's the other BMI ASCAP? There it is. Isn't that kind of funny? I always deduct my reasoning that way. Think of the opposition to ASCAP, and then I can think of ASCAP. So, are you a member of ASCAP or BMI?
ASCAP. Yeah.
All right, cool deal. And so, is that pretty much it for any artist to get paid on their music? You have to be a member of. You have to be a member of ASCAP.
You have to be a member of ASCAP in America. You have to be a member of BMI in England.
Aha. Well, you can be a member of BMI here, but you don't have to be. Like ASCAP is probably serves America better, I guess, is the thing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. BMI is good for overseas. ASCAP is for North America.
Cool. Cool. And so, when you upload a song, or if you were to start a new account with DistroKid, is that at that point you have to also link your ASCAP membership to be able to what?
You don't have to, but it makes things easier if somebody wants to sample or use your music, because ASCAP is a huge catalog for, you know, other people looking for music as well as people that are making music.
Right.
Yeah. So if you just put yourself on DistroKid, your stuff is available, but the powers that be that might bring you to the next level, they're on ASCAP. So you're gonna have to take some time out. And dude, I'm not gonna lie, it's a fucking tedious process to have to go through and submit every song. But you know what? If you make it part of your daily routine, it's just the same as if, you know, you're making the music itself. It's the second half. You know, it's like with acting. There's the production, everybody acts and makes the movie, and then you have editing, and then you have advertising, and people have to go out and promote the shit. It's basically, you know, that second or third wave of really getting your stuff out.
Okay, well, you and I may be the only two people that ever understand exactly what you just said, which is that, hey, it's just you got to make it an everything day to do this.
Yeah. It really does take a kind of discipline, you know. I would love it if I could just release the album and that's it, or I release the music and that's it. But no, there's other channels that you have to go through to push it to a wider audience.
Well, that's why you're my hero, bro, because you actually do it. Not only do you have the opportunity, but you're doing it. I don't actually have the opportunity. I have some opportunities. That's why I did release a couple of songs last year, and hope to do more. But you're heroic in this sense, because there's a bunch of motherfuckers that might listen to this that have the opportunity, and they're not coming close to doing what you're doing. And that's why, Dave Jarvis, you are the goddamn difference maker. Everybody be Dave Jarvis.
Well, thank you, Ricky. I love you, man.
Every Wednesday night, blow your brains out right here with me, Rick E. Warden, and, of course, our weekly host, Dave Jarvis, working his ass off to fill up the next few weeks here.
I hope our girl Ariel gets better. Soak it up, everybody. Y'all have a good rest of the week and a good rest of the night. I love you, Ricky.